Hello everyone, I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. In this video, we will look into current affairs MCQs for March month, and this is the part 2 of the video. Part 1 is already uploaded. Now let's come to question number 1. The Chipko movement is related to, so among the following, the correct option will be option number B, that is environment protection. So Chipko movement is related to environment protection, where the people used to hug the tree and they protect the tree from being cut by the uh, by the people. So the correct option is option B, that is environment protection. And the reason why this movement is in news is because recently this movement has completed its 50th anniversary. This movement was started in year 1973 in the state of Himalayas. So the correct option is option B, that is environment protection. Now let's move to question number 2. Which of the following city has become Asia's billionaire capital? So the correct option will be option number A, that is Mumbai. So Mumbai has become Asia's billionaire capital, and there is a report published regarding this. The report was released by Shanghai-based Hurun Research Institute, and recently Mumbai overtook Beijing in this list, and Mumbai has become the Asia's billionaire capital. So A is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 3. Which of the following Indian cricketer has become the first to score 12,000 runs in T20 format? So the correct option will be option number D, that is Virat Kohli. So he became the first Indian cricketer to score 12,000 runs in T20 format, and he achieved this score during the opening match of IPL 2024, and the match was between Chennai Super King and Royal Challengers Bangalore at Chitambram Stadium. So the correct option is option D, that is Virat Kohli. Now let's move to question number 4. Which of the following is a major cause of extinction of Great Indian Bustard? So the correct option will be option number C, that is the major reason for the extinction of Great Indian Bustard is due to the collision with high tension electric wire. So the reason why Great Indian Bustard is in news is because Supreme Court has recently appointed a committee for its preservation, and the government is also concerned about its preservation because it is a critically endangered species as per the IUCN data. So the correct option is option C, that is collision with high tension electric wire. Now let's move to question number 5. Recently, world's first Om-shaped temple was inaugurated at, so the correct option will be option number B, that is Rajasthan. So the world's first Om-shaped temple was inaugurated at Rajasthan. So B is the correct option, and it was inaugurated at Pali district of Rajasthan. Now let's move to question number 6. Kotak Mahindra Bank has recently acquired which of the following? So recently Kotak Mahindra Bank has acquired a company, and the company is, correct option is option C, that is Sonata Finance Private Limited. So this question is important when it comes to the exams like RBI or SEBI or bank exams. So the correct option is option C, that is Sonata Finance Private Limited. And the company was acquired at rupees 537 crore. So C is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 7. The human papilloma virus HPV can cause which of the following cancer? So recently human papilloma virus was in news, and it can be spread through sexually transmitted disease, and it can also cause cancer, and the most common cancer which is caused by HPV is, the correct option is option B, that is cervical cancer. So B is the correct option. And the reason why this virus was in news and this cervical cancer was in news is because recently government has announced that they are going to make the first ever vaccine for HPV, and it was announced by Dr. Jitendra Singh, who is the union minister. So B is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 8. The elephants are listed in which schedule of Wildlife Protection Act 1972? So Wildlife Protection Act 1972 consists of the list of animals which are listed in different schedule, and the animals which are listed in schedule 1, schedule 2 receives the highest protection from the government and from the other agencies. Elephant is listed in schedule 1, so the correct option is option A, And the reason why this elephant was in news is because various government officers have raided certain places where they have found animal tusks and illegal poaching activities were going on. So that's why elephant was in news. And the elephant is listed in Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act, and it is also listed in Appendix 1 of CITES. So the correct option is option A. Please remember the fact. Now let's move to question number 9. Consider the following statements. Now let's look into the statements. Statement A, the Consumer Protection Act 2019 has come into force from 20th July 2020. Statement B, the Central Consumer Protection Authority has been established from 24th July 2020. Statement C, the objective of the Central Consumer Protection Authority is to promote, protect and enforce the rights of consumer as a class. So which of the following statement above is or are correct? Now let's look into the statement first. When it comes to statement A, it is a correct statement. It says that Consumer Protection Act 2019 came into force from 20th July 2020. It is a factual statement and it is a correct statement. Also, the Consumer Protection Act 2019 says that there will be an authority which will look into which will implement the powers of Consumer Protection Act. So B is also correct, and CCPA was established and it came into force from 24th July 2020. Also, the objective of the CCPA is to promote, protect and enforce the rights of consumers as a class. So C is also a correct statement. So the correct option will be option number 4, that is all of the above. So all of the above is the correct option, that is option 4. The reason why this question is included here is because recently the CCPA has issued certain advisory on the prohibition of certain advertisements which are misleading, and for the promotion and endorsement of certain illegal activities which was done by various FMCG companies and other service providers. So that's why it was in news. When it comes to the powers of CCPA, you can look into the screen. They can investigate into violations of consumer rights and institute complaints. They can even prosecution, order recall of unsafe goods and services. They can even have that much of powers. Also, they can order to discontinuation of unfair trade practices and misleading advertisement. They can even impose penalties on manufacturers for misleading advertisements. So these are the powers of CCPA. Now let's move to question number 10. Which of the following statement is correct with regards to coal gasification? Let's look into the statement. Statement A, it is a cleaner, less polluting method of processing coal. Statement B, during this process, polluting gases like CO2, methane and hydrogen are not produced. Which of the options are correct? We have to find out. So coal gasification is a process where the processing of coal is done, and it is done in such a way that there are less pollutants which are generated during this process. So it is a cleaner way of processing coal. So statement A is correct. Also, when it comes to statement B, it is an incorrect statement. This is because it produces certain amounts of polluting substances like hydrogen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and the statement says that not produced, not a single substance is produced, which is an incorrect statement. So the correct option will be option 1, that is only A. So only A is the correct option. So during coal gasification, syngas is produced which contains less number of carbon dioxide and hydrogen substances as compared to the normal coal processing. But yes, they also produces certain pollutants. And the reason why this question is included here, because recently Ministry of Coal issues draft notification on coal gasification scheme for consultation with certain private institutes, factory owners and certain government institutes also. And this question was taken from 6th of March PIB news. So please remember the fact. Now let's move to question number 11. PM Janam is related to which of the following? So among the following, the correct option will be option A, that is, it is related to bringing tribal community into mainstream. So A is the correct option. This PM Janam is implemented by the tribal ministry, where they work on the upliftment of the tribal community, especially the PVTGs, which is particularly vulnerable tribal group. So it is related to the upliftment of the tribal community and linked them with the mainstream society. So A is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 12. As per the recent government report, which of the following has the highest proportion of female personnel? So among the following, the correct option will be option number D, that is Railway Police Force. So among the given listed paramilitary forces, Railway Police Force has the highest number of female personnel, and this is a good news for RPF paramilitary force, and the same should be implemented in other paramilitary forces also. And when it comes to RPF, RPF was established in the year 1957, and the oldest paramilitary force of India is Assam Rifles, which was established in year 1835. So please remember these facts. Now let's move to question number 13. Consider the following statements. Statement A, measles and rubella are caused by bacteria. Statement B, measles and rubella are vaccine preventable disease, and MR vaccine is part of India's universal immunization program since 2017. Statement C, recently India receives Measles and Rubella Champion Award for exemplary efforts in measles and rubella disease prevention. Which of the following statement is or are correct? So when it comes to statements, now let's look into statement A. Statement A is an incorrect statement. This is because measles and rubella are not caused by bacteria, they are caused by viruses. So that's why A is an incorrect statement. When it comes to statement B, these diseases are preventable when the diseased person take vaccine, and recently the government has also launched its universal immunization program under Mission Indradhanush, and in this program they used to provide MR vaccine to the beneficiaries. So B is a correct statement. When it comes to statement C, it is also correct. For this effort of Government of India, recently the Government of India was awarded with this Measles and Rubella Champion Award. So the correct option will be option number 3, that is both B and C. So the correct option will be option number 4, that is, the correct option will be option number 3, that is both B and C. So B and C is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 14. Swachhta Green Leaf Rating is related to which of the following? So the correct option will be option number A, that is tourism and hospitality industry. So A is the correct option. Rating is provided by Ministry of Jal Shakti and Ministry of Tourism. So the correct option is option A, that is tourism and hospitality industry. Now let's move to question number 15. Ocean grace, sometimes seen in news, is a, so the correct option will be option number C, that is it is a first made in India ASTDS tug. So the correct option is option C. Now let's move to question number 16. Which of the following statement is correct with regards to Electric Mobility Promotion Scheme 2024? Let's look into the statements. Statement A, the scheme is being introduced by Ministry of Heavy Industries. Statement B, the scheme promotes the adoption of two-wheelers, three-wheelers and four-wheelers electric vehicles. Statement C, the scheme promotes an efficient, competitive and resilient electric vehicle manufacturing industry in the country. So when it comes to the scheme, when it comes to the statements, statement A is a correct statement. The scheme is being introduced by Ministry of Heavy Industries. But when it comes to statement B, it is an incorrect statement, as this scheme is not for four-wheelers EVs, it is only for two-wheelers and three-wheelers. When it comes to statement C, it is also correct that this scheme is implemented just with a hope that there will be a manufacturing hub will be established in India. So the correct option is A and C. So when it comes to option, the correct option will be option number 1, that is both A and C is the correct option. Now let's move to question number 17. Which country is the largest importer of edible oil in the world? So the correct option will be option number B, that is India. So India is the largest importer of edible oil in the world. So the reason why this question is asked is because currently Indian government has launched Mission Palm Oil to make India Atmanirbhar in edible oil production. So the correct option is option B, that is India. Now let's move to question number 18. Consider the following statement. Statement A, ethanol 100 is a biofuel which consists of 100% ethanol. Statement B, it aims to reduce dependency on fossil fuels and can be used in flex fuel vehicles also. Which of the above statement is or are correct? So when it comes to the statement, statement A is a correct statement that ethanol 100 is a biofuel which consists of 100% ethanol. Also, this fuel is recently launched by Ministry of Petroleum, and it was launched with a aim to reduce the dependency on fossil fuels, and it can be used in flex fuel vehicles also. So as both the statements are correct, so the correct option will be option number 3, that is both A and B. Now let's move to question number 19. Question number 19. Which of the following statement is or are correct? Statement A, by-elections are only conducted only when the seat is vacant due to death and resignations only. Statement B, there is no need to hold by-elections if the remaining term of the Lok Sabha is less than 1 year from the date of occurrence of vacancies. So which of the following statement is correct, we have to find out. When it comes to statement A, it says that by-election are only conducted only when the seat is vacant due to health, death and resignation. Although by-elections can be conducted when there is a vacancy due to death and resignation, but there are other reasons also that the member can be disqualified. At that moment also by-elections can be conducted. So statement A is an incorrect statement. When it comes to statement B, it is a correct statement, as because of Representation of People's Act, it says that if there is no need to hold the by-election if the remaining term of the Lok Sabha is less than 1 year from the date of occurrence of vacancies. So B is the correct option. So the correct option will be option number 2, that is only B. So the reason why this question is included is because recently by-elections were conducted for 26 assemblies which were in Bihar, Haryana, Gujarat, Jharkhand and other states. Also, as per section 151A of the Representation of People Act 1951, if the vacant seat which belongs to the Lok Sabha has less than 1 year of term, then by-election can also be conducted after once the Lok Sabha election is declared. So the correct option is option B, that is only B. Now let's move to question number 20, the last question of this video. Consider the following statement. Statement A, the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 was passed by the Parliament of India on 11th December 2019. Statement B, it aims to provide Indian citizenship to religious persecuted minorities from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Myanmar who arrived in India by 11th December 2019. Which of the above options is or are correct? So when it comes to the statement, statement A is a correct statement. It is because the Citizenship Amendment Act was passed by the Parliament on 11th December 2019. So this is a factually correct statement. But when it comes to statement C, it is a incorrect statement. It is because it says, as per the Citizenship Amendment Act, the Act says that they will provide the Indian citizenship to religious persecuted minorities from Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan, not from Myanmar, and those who have arrived in India by 2014, not by 11th December 2019. So the correct option will be option number 1, that is only A. So only A is the correct option. And the reason why this question is included, because recently the Union Home Minister Amit Shah also told that Citizenship Amendment Act will be now implemented and it will came into force. So that's why this was in news, and the correct option is option number 1, that is only A. So I hope that you like the video. Do subscribe the channel and please press the like button. Thank you.